love to listen to the Lovers Lounge and Real Talk with Preston DJ Smooth on Real Hot Radio 365.com. This is Michelle Lamb, your jazz artist, and I approve this message.
Greetings and welcome to another super fantastic edition of Real Hot Radio 365. Real Talk. This your man Preston DJ Smooth. Our special guest this evening for your listening pleasure is Mr. Brick Casey. Brick is from Boston, Mass. An entrepreneur, music artist. He's a rapper, lyrics developer, video and beats producer, engineer, and philanthropist. Brick is an entertainment visionary. So, without further ado, put your hearts together as we bring on Brick Casey. Okay, well, why don't we start off? Why don't you tell us about, how you got started in the business?
Well, musically, I was never a musician per se. I didn't have an aspiration towards music. My thing was dancing, and I really just wanted to dance. Musically, my mom used to sing quite a bit, background singers and stuff like that. It's what we call here in Boston, Mass, SoCo. And so she would work the strip at Soho to Soho, New York to Soho. So there was clubs like Slim Jim Shandy, Skippy White's, Rockin' Willie's, these places in Boston that, a lot of jazz artists and people like that would come through. Back then they called them pimps. And pimps would have a bunch of singing groups like Motown artists, the Miracles, people like that. That's where the origination of pimp came from. And she would be part of those crews and singing backup and stuff. But then when I was born, she had to kind of change the whole thing with the nursing and stuff. So I grew up in that industry. My dad used to deliver the pianos. He had a piano shop, and he used to deliver pianos to certain places, and that's how he met my mom, and they got married, and it just turned into that. But I just wanted to dance. I like dancing. Yes, and so, long story short, I'm like in the third grade, and Sugar Hill came out, and that song, Here to the Hip, how Big Hank got me ever since then. I started wanting to do rap music and stuff. So that's kind of how I got introduced to it.
Right.
I really still wanted to dance. So Maurice Starr used to have these talent shows at the Lee School called Hollywood Talent Night. So back, it was just, on Fridays, you pay $2 to go to the show. And New Edition was there. New Kids on the Block was there. But we kids, man. We ain't really thinking about that. We just want to have some hype for the neighborhood.
Yeah. And
time goes on, and these things start paying off for people, putting people, food on the table, and it became a thing, So that I've always never lost touch with that whole circuit, but it's an organism that grew on me, and I'm sure it did in other neighborhoods too. Everyone has a neighborhood that happened. Apollo Theater.
Absolutely, yes, like yes. We all grew up like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I never really grew up wanting to get paid or anything. I just like to do it and be a part of the creative process. Dancing, breakdancing pretty much was my big thing. Beatboxing, breakdancing stuff. So
okay.
That's how I got started. And ever since then, I've never left it alone.
Yeah. Well, everything turns out on the positive tip for you. I saw your video. Yeah. Here's a video that you put together titled Mother Earth. So let's hear that.
Peace and blessings, Almighty Mother Earth. It's your boy Brick Case, and you've woken yet again to partake in your eternal essence. Just now, my friends and I, Pete Rock and Nas, would like to take this opportunity to address the global community of brothers and sisters behind the issue of climate change. On Mother Earth, we seek to do better and pray that we'll make right of our mismanagement of your beautiful garden. Peace and blessings.
Last 100 years, it's getting hot in here. Last 100 years, plus 7 degrees and global warming. Smog in the air, don't care till it has. Gray skies, irritating eyes in that enemy. It's getting hot in here. Last 100 years. It's getting hot in here. Last 100 years. Plus 7 degrees and I'm global warming on the floor. Smog in the air, don't care till it has. Gray skies, irritating eyes in that asthma. What's next from the effects of green gases? Carbon dioxide is applied from the masses. Everybody want a big car, big truck. Statement saying they make a big buck. Drive all day, flash it to retirement. Don't care what the fumes doing to environment. So how much can the planet Earth take? Last 100 years, ice cap disappears, and nobody cares till it's 80 in the winter and the trees stop flooding. Coastal line flooding. Got chemical waste all over the place, and the planet Earth heating at a critical pace. So this is dedicated to the world is a warning. Danger, the global warming on a whose world is this? What's going on, player? What you doing to the ozone layer? Whose world is this? Pollution over here, smog in the air, fronting like you don't care. Whose world is this? Question the asses, can we chill with the greenhouse gases? Yo, whose world is this? Getting hot, better warn them, if not die from the global warming on a whose world. Steadily we damaging the ecosystem, more ways than one, too many to list them. If it ain't pollution to come from a fisherman, then men littering with vehicle emission. I'ma ask you here if you think an atmosphere, what the humans are doing to the atmosphere. The planet taking the bruise, of course we lose. So we gotta use something other than fossil fuel, like solar, hydro, what they call ethanol. Need a better method, y'all, for nothing is left at all. We gotta order in life what makes shorter in the world we contaminated drinking water. And the scientists saying for real, you better chill. If you don't see the effects, your grandkids will. The best thing for us is to preserve the forest. I mean, think green, where the chorus at? Whose world is this? What's going on, player? What you doing to the ozone layer? Whose world is this? Pollution over here, smog in the air, fronting like you don't care. Whose world is this? Question the asses, can we chill with them greenhouse gases? Yo, whose world is this? Getting hot, better warn them, if not die from the global warming on a whose world. On the planet Earth, life won't last on it, especially if we keep putting trash on it.
Videos slamming, yeah. I like that.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
that's all.
The global warming, but not to be, misleading. I definitely had this secular, as most artists do. They follow the most commercial trends and they follow the things that are selling. I definitely was a Tribe Called Quest type of cat, native tongue type of cat, but that secular music has a way that, just like trap music today, kids want to be a part of that because that's what's in, So doing those songs that have swears and derogative messages, of course I had some time in that, but at the end of the day, it just became a moral compass issue where I noticed that I'm talking about stuff that's not cool. Like my mom would listen, look at it, she's like, oh, that's nice, but I know she didn't like that because she's a woman of the word and she wants, in our household, that's how we are. So eventually you grow, you hopefully should mature towards saying more positive things because that has so much lasting effect. And the funny thing is, somehow I wish I could take back all the things I said that wasn't positive when I was little, like whether I said I'll do something to you or I'm doing this or I'm doing that, bragging, all prideful. You wish you could take that back because on the day of judgment, you're going to be asked about that. You know what I mean? So it's too late. You put it in retail and stuff. So it's a growing process. And I think, I'm a God-fearer, man. I think he works on us individually and we're not perfect. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm positive now only because I see what has been going on with this music industry. It's really not I would not say it's just something that cannot be positive overall, and it has to be better than that for children today,
Yeah, it has changed quite a bit from the positive messages and the love songs and what have you, back. And, today is just different. But on the things that you were saying about, making the mistakes and then, wishing that you had never made them. But, to me, you take those mistakes and use those for fertilizer, for you to put in the ground and to grow, because you're growing, you're in a different place now. So,
yes, sir.
Everything in your life has counted towards your good. So you're in a good spot, with the frame of mind that you have. That's great.
Yeah, well, I think, it does, like you said, it does have a place. I look at Malcolm X in his life, and he wasn't always, he grew up around here in Boston, and he wasn't always a positive type at first. It took something to happen to change a man's heart. So I do like the humbling experience of God to give you a thorn and really put you in your place. I do like that. But it's just tough, man, when you know that you physically did so. You can't deny. You know what's right and wrong. You did that. And you gotta be accountable. That's where I'm at. And now I'm trying not to make up for it, but I do try to be careful with what's coming out my mouth nowadays. I just don't say stuff.
Yeah, positivity. Yeah. That saying, speaking power to words. Your words leave you into the ether, into the atmosphere, and the positivity. If you have a positive spirit, then that word goes out and it affects people, plants, animals, everything. So, we always try to be conscious about, what's coming out of our mouth.
Right. On the flip side of that coin, though, when it's time to have a sustainable living and paying a mortgage, promoters don't book those acts. They want people.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying that it's sad that when artists, you try to have a sustainable living with music and promoters don't book those acts. They need people to drink and dance and all that stuff, and you're caught in the middle of trying to sell your music. Mm-hmm. At the same time, you don't want to compromise your integrity. This becomes a really tough place to be nowadays. Right. So you got to make a choice, and I choose not to really get into all that strip club activity and stuff like that. I'm good with that, man. It's sad though.
Yeah.
But
it's good that you said that, because the independent artists are the ones that's coming with new stuff and a new mindset.
Yep.
And they're actually going to take over the music industry, because the music industry is just corrupted. And they it's all about that dollar. They don't care what you're talking about. If the people like it, they're going to sell it. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, or and then take the artist money and treat the artist winds up, broke and crazy and all of that kind of stuff. But I was looking on your page and I saw where you are into the IAMG, Indie Artist Management Group.
Yeah, the IMG group. That's just a pro bono entity that I do just to help out people, because largely most people that enter into the industry have a lacking knowledge of the administrative portions. They want to go straight to the beat, straight to the stage, and straight to the bank. They don't want to do the paperwork and fingerprinting songs and, just all the litigation that's behind the music, like the floors of a label. There's like 13 floors on the label, and each floor has a different functionality. But most people, I say most aspiring artists, they just see the end result, and they don't want to do all the registration and song registrations and stuff like that. They want to get straight to the point where the cash is in the bank. So what I do is I just set them aside and put them up on one to let them know that, hey, there's some registrations you have to do with, say, for instance, your union, PRO, and then there's song fingerprinting to make sure that, your songs, if you do get picked up and used erroneously, you can get compensated for it, licensing and things like that. And most people that I come across, they give me a big thank you, that they never knew that this is, you should go to media online and download your song to Nelson so that they can find your songs across these, or just the administrative end. And that's just a beautiful thing, because no one's going to tell them. And then at the end of the day, they'll be missing out. They won't see any royalties. They pretty much get themselves in some music clearance issues, and it just becomes a headache for them, and they lose that passion for what was put in them to create, you know. So I try to crystallize that for people that don't know. Those that know, they know, but usually it's most of the younger artists now coming out, you know.
Wow, that is awesome. That is
Yes,
really
sir.
awesome. Did you came up with that?
Yeah. Well, I just can't. Well, I mostly it was all after prayer. I come up with these things. It's not me, but it's just me alone that's in that hopeful to do it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's just me. It's not anything that I went set out for, but I just noticed it through time, and I said, well, hey, guys, you need to know it's free. You know, you don't have to pay me to show you what the paperwork to fill out. You just need to be able to pay the taxes if you make the music and stuff, you know?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I do that as a free deal, where CD Baby and these other places to charge you for it, you know. But I get it. Most of those labels and lawyers, they got mortgages, man. They got kids in school. They got hospital bills and insurance bills. I get the whole make as much money as you can from the artists and milk them. I understand the organism. I ain't hating on it. I pray that they make their mortgage payments and stuff too, but there should be some sort of love that it's clear and understood that I'm gonna teach you how to do it. I only met a couple of big time people like that. Paul Katz from Commit Media, when Jive RCA. When he left, he quit a job as a lawyer in London and went to Jive RCA and then signed Quest, Busta Rhymes, R. Kelly, signed all these people. But at Jive Zomba back then, 90-something, he would look out for you and teach you stuff, you know. And then when KRS would get with him and they did the self-destruction piece, I just started loving this dude, Paul Katz. To this day, I'm still calling him. He left Jive. He's created Commit Media, which is a philanthropy-based thing. Now he's doing Ears to Hear music, Grammy. I love that guy. Then there's Barry Bergman, is another one. New York guy. He hosts seminars. He teaches you what to do. Late night classes too. He has to charge because he has to rent the room. I love that man. Then there's another one, Tom Silverman, owner of Tommy Boy Records, gave it to let someone else run it now, but he would host seminars $400 just to pay for the room and teach people. That's why De La Soul never left Tommy Boy. Because of Tom Silverman. And I love people that know that it's bigger than just getting paid. Clive Davis is doing it too. All these people are going, giving it back.
Uh-huh.
Barry Gordy did it too. He's like, look, I'm gonna give it away. I'm waiting for L.A. Reid to do it. I'm waiting for Babyface to do it. I'm waiting for so many people to just give it back because they don't need the money at this point.
Right.
They just need to just help the shorties.
Uh-huh.
I know I was outcasting them. I know Drake. I know Andre's gonna do it. Big Boy and people like that. But we need people that have made millions off do it. To show that it's not about the money really. And at the end of the day, they can't take it with them. So
yeah.
Sorry for rambling. No, that's
good knowledge. That's good knowledge. That's the kind of thing that people, they feed on, they consume it, they digest it, they judge it, and eventually they'll come out, with a finding of whether or not these are the kinds of people that I want to deal with, that are only thinking about what's in their wagon and not about the community. But
it is a business. It is a business. Not to cut you off, it is a business, man.
Yeah.
But it's just grabby in the barrel, grabbing the barrel thing. I hate that.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that the entertainment business is about it. Different from any other kinds of business, is built on the community, because it's like politics. The community is the one that's going to back you or support you.
Yeah.
Not like a lawyer. Lawyer, they take anybody. It doesn't even matter. If you got a piece of money, you kill somebody, I'll try to get you off. But the entertainment industry is the type of situation where it's not only entertainment, but it's social, but it's also apolitical in that you can shape social norms by your message. And if you have a positive message, then your message carries a long way. If you have a negative message, it's short-lived, and the kind of people that you draw, you know, are not really the kind of people, you know, that you what I'm saying.
I feel you on that. You do have to. There is a portion of, I think too, like I totally stand in agreement with you. The community is the ones that's gonna push you on top. Like if you're gonna be the voice for them, you know,
right? You
gotta definitely. They won't put you there if you're not gonna be speaking for them, you know. And I really, you know, somebody like Ghetto Boys, for instance, where they had a lot of heavy negative messages, but Fifth Ward, that was their love. They made sure that the world got to know Fifth Ward through rap a lot, and then whatever label it was, it's just the people supported that, you know. That's showing love, even though the messages weren't all the way straight. It was, you could see like the love there, because they want to make sure that their people are fed and they look out for the community. But we don't have that. We have this selfish. I mean, it's a really selfish place to be an artist, because now it feels like you're only looking out for you. That's what the take is. Most people see that, oh, you only care about you. You know, you don't care about the community. So then you have some artists that give back. And when they do, it just changes that to show that, hey, I really do care about my community and people, you know.
Yes.
When they host events and free food and stuff like that, just for the community's sake, not to make money. Whenever artist does that, that's, you know, that video, God's Plan, Drake did it visually, you know.
Yeah.
And but that's what the world's missing, and that's why a song like that just goes straight to the top, because it's not even the content, it's the action.
Right.
You know, the actuality of it is that he doesn't care about the money portion as much as he cares about making other people feel better, you know, because this world.
There you go. Yeah.
God,
exactly.
This world, oh my God.
You live a long time.
Oh my God. And it's not even that he's chasing money. It's just that the fact that caring about people, man. People come and go. Things can happen overnight. You know, you're not guaranteed tomorrow. And that's just, oh my gosh. That's serious work right there.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but unfortunately, man, there's a war going on. And it's been going on when my great-grandmother was here. And we just got to keep fighting. That's it. Just keep fighting this war, man.
Yeah, fighting for right. You don't need a gun for this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, Smooth,
yes, sir.
You're just loaded. You're loaded with this positive vibe, man. And, you know, I just pray that with all the work that you do it's not in vain, and that, you know, there's true people that will carry on even what you're doing, man, because it takes people like you to reach out. I mean, this wouldn't happen if you didn't happen to be online and you reached out. You know, irrespective of what I may be or whatever, it takes people like you. It is like you need some conduit. And I thank God that He's put you in those shoes where you are, because if not, and this wouldn't be able to be vocalized.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, at church, yeah, it'll work at church. You know, you get the word at church. But we need it in the trenches.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Thank God for people like DJ Smooth Lux, for real.
Right on. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, sir. Hey, iron sharpens iron. You've got a lot of positivity in you. Yes, and I think that's what drew me to you. Especially when I looked at your, your video, I said, "Wow, okay." You know,
well, this Romans 3:23, man. I'm just like everybody else, man. I have moments, but I try, and I'm not saying that none of us are trying. We all are doing what we can in our own way, but it takes a community, you know. So I pray that I do this, someone here, they do something, and it just gets infectious, you know, and then next thing you know, we loving each other, man. We just, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. I don't think you could get into heaven if you got any issues when you check in at the front door. I mean, if you got a problem with somebody, then you need to go back out there until you fix it. Come back later. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I just, I try to be loving.
I don't think they have someone at the gate checking your luggage You know, if you bring in luggage, they just tell you to turn around.
Yeah. He said you bringing. Oh man, you was that was a good one, bro. Oh man, that was sweet right there. He said there's no baggage check.
Yeah, no baggage checkers. No.
Oh man, you gonna make me cry, man.
Yeah.
Well, man. Oh man. Well. Shoot, well, I mean, you know, in hindsight too, if there's any events that you got that I can help out in, or you know, if anyone wants any tracks or whatever, just let me know. Just email me brickcasey@gmail.com, and whatever song or positive you want it, I'll just send the MP3 to you. You know, however they want it. It's free. I mean, anything listener friendly that can help a household or someone's heart, just let me know. I'll send it. I ain't no money in it. But that's one thing that's always open for people that listen to my stuff or whatever.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir. So,
yes, sir.
Okay, lastly, so what is the message that you want to leave to those upcoming artists, entrepreneurs? What message would you leave for them?
Well, the one main thing is that there's only two sides of the fence. You can't straddle both. So you wake up in the morning, if you're not even grateful for that and saying thanks, then just consider the rest of the day for what might come your way. Because you're going to be presented with a choice. You're going to be given a choice to do the right thing or the wrong thing. And it's up to you to decide that. No one's going to help you decide what you should do. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to live with that decision, whether it's a track or a business decision to buy some equipment or whatever it is. You're going to have to live with that. So just choose wisely and just be prepared to make a mistake. Don't be afraid to drop the ball sometimes. And every song you write is not going to be the best song. You know, you just got to keep going. Don't ever let no one else influence your creativity or the creativity process, but do take wisdom, preferred wisdom from other people with it. You know, eat it like watermelon. You know, take what's good and spit the seeds out. But at the end of the day, just know there's two sides of the fence. And you could be working for one of the two. You can't work for both, meaning you can't have a positive life and then have some negative stuff on it with your tracks. So if it's going to be negative intent or if it's even created with a positive intent, either or, just try to back that up with your lifestyle, you know, because it's going to cause an issue later.
Yeah.
You know, it's just be careful, man. Just when you, like I said, to anyone, when you first get up, whether artist or not, if you're not thankful for that, just be thankful for what you got an opportunity to do. And then when you just step out there, just be careful with the choices because you want to be careful with the choices. That's all.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And create. Always create. It's a gift. Not everyone can do what you're doing. You know, it's not. Some people are gifted at other things, but if you're gifted in this art of creativity and musicality, then use it. You know, you don't have it for no reason. Someone gave you a gift, and it's to help not just you, but other people too. So,
right.
That would be my advice right there, man. You
Okay.
know, I wouldn't want to steer anyone to what I went through, but everyone's going to have some choices to make in their career.
Yes, sir.
And their daily life too, you know.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
That's
sir.
great. Yes, sir. That's really great. And you can only put out, what's in you. And
Yes, sir.
I appreciate your participation, on the
Thank you,
show.
man.
And, I'm going to be in contact with you, pretty regularly, looks like.
Yes, sir.
So, you just have a great day. Tell your people, the DJ Smooth say, hey.
Hey, man, God willing, thank you. I will, too. And, hey, I'm going to just get ready to feed my queen some lunch, man. Every time I have a day off, I try to get over here and pamper her, my mom. So I will, man. And I definitely look forward to your blessing over there in the midst of all this Valley stuff happening. And we definitely will talk, God willing. Just hit me up, man, anytime. I'm right here. But
absolutely.
Again,
you can look forward to that one.
Well, yeah. Well, DJ Smooth, I'm floored. and I'm looking forward to it. As soon as I get a chance, you tell me the proper way to blast, and I can just feed it to all the people that I have on social too. Everyone's home. It'd be better to, just let me know when you're ready. I'll just be there to help support you on your end too.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, my brother. So you have
All
a
right,
wonderful
brother.
day. Yeah, I appreciate
Yes, sir.
you taking the time. It's truly wonderful and amazing
Hey.
and blessed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother DJ Smooth. Lux, man. God bless you too, man.
All right,
Just hit
then.
me up
Yes,
right
sir.
here, bro.
Okay.
Peace.
Peace.